Helen Sharman, the first British astronaut and the first woman to visit the Mir space station, once remarked, "There's nothing special about space, it's just a place where you can float around." Our story begins in the humble city of Sheffield, England, in the year 1963. Here, under the grey skies and amidst the hustle and bustle of industrial life, a star was born. This star, named Helen Sharman, was not destined to twinkle in the night sky, but to traverse the cosmos herself. Raised in a world far removed from the glamour of space exploration, Helen's childhood was grounded in reality. But amidst the concrete and steel of Sheffield, a fascination with the elements began to take root within her. A curiosity, a spark, a desire to understand the building blocks of the universe. She pursued this interest with fervour, opting to study chemistry at the prestigious University of Sheffield. It was here that Helen began to understand the intricate dance of atoms and molecules, to see the world not just as it appears to us, but as a complex network of chemical reactions. After university, Helen took on the role of a research chemist at Mars Incorporated. Yes, you heard it right, Mars, although not the red planet, but the company renowned for its chocolates. Here, she found herself working on the development of new chocolate products. Yet even as she delved into the science of sweets, her mind was often drawn to the stars above. Her fascination with the elements and her relentless pursuit of knowledge had set her on a course that would take her far beyond the confines of a laboratory. This young woman, who had grown up in the industrial heart of England, who had studied the elements and developed chocolates, was soon to embark on an incredible journey. Little did she know her fascination with the elements would soon take her beyond the earthly realm. In the midst of perfecting the art of chocolate making, an unusual advertisement caught Sharman's eye. Astronaut wanted, no experience necessary. Intrigued, Helen Sharman, a young chemist working for the Mars Chocolate Company, decided to apply. Little did she know this would set her on a path towards the stars. From over 13,000 applicants, Sharman was selected as part of Project Juno, a groundbreaking private initiative. This ambitious venture aimed to send a British astronaut to the Soviet space station, Mir. The selection process was grueling, testing not only physical endurance, but mental fortitude as well. However, Sharman's determination and resilience saw her through. She was chosen, along with Timothy Mace, as the two candidates who would go on to the next stage, intense space training in Star City, Russia. The training was nothing short of arduous. It involved learning the Russian language, undergoing rigorous physical tests and practicing survival skills. But Sharman, with her indomitable spirit, embraced it all. She weathered the physical demands, mastered the language, and even learned to handle the isolation that comes with being away from home. Yet the journey was not without its trials. Sharman experienced the weight of the world's expectations on her shoulders. Every step she took, every decision she made was scrutinized and magnified, but this did not deter her. It only fueled her resolve to succeed, to prove that she was indeed the right choice for this mission. Through all the demanding training and the intense scrutiny, Sharman emerged stronger and more determined. She was more than ready to represent her country, to represent all women in this extraordinary journey. And so, on the 18th of May, 1991, Sharman embarked on a journey that would etch her name into the annals of history. From a chocolatier to a cosmonaut, Helen Sharman's story is a testament to the power of ambition, courage, and resilience. It shows us that the sky is not the limit, but rather just the beginning. After an 8-minute rocket ride, Sharman found herself floating in the vast expanse of space aboard the Mir space station. A world away from her usual surroundings, she was now in a place where the laws of physics as we know them seemed to bend and twist into new surreal forms. With a sense of awe and wonder, she immersed herself in the tasks at hand. Sharman was not just a passenger on this cosmic journey, she was a scientist, tasked with conducting various experiments. From studying the effects of weightlessness on the human body, to observing the behavior of crystals in space, her work was as diverse as it was groundbreaking. But her time on Mir was not only about science, it was also about forging bonds that transcended national boundaries. Sharing the space station with fellow cosmonauts from different corners of the world, she experienced the unique camaraderie that can only be formed when you're all floating in the same boat, or in this case, space station. Yet it wasn't all smooth sailing. The language barrier presented a challenge, as the common tongue aboard Mir was Russian, a language she had to learn from scratch. And then there was the physical toll. Living in zero gravity, while thrilling, also had its downsides. Muscle atrophy and bone density loss are just two examples of the effects space travel can have on the human body. But through it all, Sharman kept her gaze firmly on the horizon, or rather, on the beautiful blue marble that is our home. From her vantage point, she saw Earth in a way few have had the privilege to. She witnessed the thin blue line of our atmosphere, the only thing that separates us from the cold, dark void of space. After a week in space, Sharman returned to Earth, forever changed by her cosmic voyage. She had been to a place few could even dream of, and she had seen our world from a perspective that put everything into a humbling, awe-inspiring perspective. She was truly the Star of Mir. Back on Earth, Sharman became a beacon of inspiration, particularly for young women interested in science and space exploration. After her momentous journey to the stars, she didn't just hang up her spacesuit and call it a day. No, Sharman took on a new mission: to inspire the next generation of scientists, explorers, and dreamers. She stepped into the world of science communication with all the grace and determination that she exhibited as a cosmonaut. Using her unique experiences and the platform she had earned, Sharman began to share her passion for space, science, and exploration with the world. She gave talks, wrote books, and even hosted radio and television programs, all with the aim of making science more accessible and exciting to the public. And her efforts did not go unnoticed. Sharman received numerous accolades for her contributions to science and society. She was appointed as an Officer of the Order of the British Empire, a prestigious honour that recognises outstanding contributions to the community. This award was not just for her pioneering space journey, but also for her tireless work in promoting science and inspiring the next generation. But perhaps her greatest achievement has been the impact she has had on countless young minds. She has shown them that the stars are not just distant points of light, but destinations to be reached. She's taught them that science is not just a subject to be studied, but a tool to be used in the quest for knowledge and understanding. And most importantly, she has shown them that dreams, no matter how big, are achievable. Helen Sharman's story reminds us that the stars are within reach if we dare to dream and have the courage to pursue those dreams.